So before we get into the gameplay and the commentary and the introduction, I wanted to shout out a couple people that I forgot to shout out in my initial commentary of this gameplay. Big shout out to Uruguayan Cowboy and William Bang 123. These guys were on my team during this gameplay, and the gameplay itself is just phenomenal, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey, JRT here, and welcome back to another video. This gameplay I'm about to show you is probably my best gameplay yet in Infinite Warfare. I will not ruin the end, but it is my best KD in Infinite Warfare as of right now. Now, the map I'm playing on is Throwback, and it's probably one of my more favorite maps. And the game mode I'm playing, which is probably my favorite game mode so far, is Frontline. And I've explained what Frontline was in my last nuclear video, so I'm not going to go into detail exactly what Frontline really is. But I do want to say, I got a nuclear this game. I go crazy this gameplay. The class I was using is the FHR-40 Havoc. Now this gives me the ability to get a nuclear, which is 25 kills, with that single gun. So I cannot pick up any other weapons and use it towards a nuclear. You have to use the Havoc. As far as what kind of attachments I'm using along with the FHR-40, I'm using the silencer with quick draw and extended mag. As far as my perks, I'm using Ghost, Hardline, Gung Ho, and Hardwired. In order for me to get a nuclear, I have to have a gun variant that allows me to get it. In the beta, it doesn't allow you for Scavenger to be selected, which makes it worse because you have to use that single gun to get the nuclear, so you cannot run out of ammo. So what you have to use is the rig Merc. Merc uses, the Steel Dragon to get you more kills, but that does not count towards your nuclear. But what will help, since you do not have Scavenger, is Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms gives you the ability to start off with max ammo in your gun. So it is currently the best way in the beta to get a nuclear without having to worry about the other team running the same gun as you and picking up ammo. And there's certain gun variants out there that allows you to get a nuclear. Not all of them can give you a nuclear. Like one is an NV4 Fallout, I believe is the name, and another one's a sniper rifle, and I'm sure each class has one gun that allows you to get a nuclear with it, including, I'm sure when the game fully comes out, you can probably use a secondary that can get you a nuclear. But regardless, what I really wanted to talk about though was the future of Infinite Warfare, and will Modern Warfare Remastered be a standalone. And this is all opinionated, it's not fact, it's just my opinions on the matter and what I predict. But so far the only way to play MWR, Modern Warfare Remastered, is to order either Legacy or Legacy Pro editions of Infinite Warfare. But why would Infinity Ward release Modern Warfare Remastered at the same time as Infinite Warfare? We all know the answer, it's all about the money. They knew that Infinite Warfare will get a lot of hate and probably thought that it would be a bust. So in order to make up some of the money during development of Infinite Warfare, they thought, why not release a previous game that was of the pinnacle of Call of Duty? And that was Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare was the game that started Call of Duty off, and it is the most popular game at the time. And still is. It's still very popular. It's just flooded with hackers on all the old gen systems. That is why I think they released MWR at the same time instead of a standalone, because they knew that it might have been a flop and they wanted to make sure that they can gain enough money back from that disaster. And honestly, Infinite Warfare is a great game. I enjoy playing it, and I just think that they knew a lot of people wouldn't pre-order the game. So the one way they could get this game is to pre-order or just get the Legacy or Legacy Pro editions to get Modern Warfare Remastered. But now I'm rambling on. But just my opinion, that may or may not happen, is again, I don't think they have a lot of leeway when it comes to player base. What I mean by that is now they will be separating the community between two current games, meaning one will have lobbies that will be harder to find versus the other due to the lack of players. If that is the case, people will be forced to play one or the other more. which way the player base leans towards will be interesting, because I'm not sure how many people actually buy Infinite Warfare just for Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't think a lot of people want to pay that much, and a lot of people are hoping to have a standalone version of Modern Warfare Remastered, so they're waiting, which might be a smart idea. It might be smart if that's all they wanted, but they might be waiting a while. The reason why I say it's going to probably take a while, or they're going to be waiting a while, is simply because they want Infinite Warfare, Activision and Infinity Ward want Infinite Warfare to be the main game, at least until it's close to the end of its lifespan, because the DLC is based around Infinite Warfare. So will they ever release a standalone at all of Modern Warfare Remastered? Technically, I think they will in a way. It says in the disclaimer that you can only play MWR if you have the IW disc, the Infinite Warfare disc. You have to have that disc in order to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Meaning you might not have the Legacy Editions, but if you just have the regular game, IW game, then you probably could still purchase down the road Modern Warfare Remastered from the store, like the PlayStation Store or Xbox One, if you still have the disc, that is. Currently, again, you can only buy MWR through Legacy Editions. Another chance, which is likely, is I mentioned earlier that towards the end of IW's lifespan, they may decide to finally release a full standalone game before the next iteration of Call of Duty without having the IW disc. And what I mean by that is somewhere between February and November, because they want, like I said, a lot of players to play Infinite Warfare more than Modern Warfare Remastered, because the DLC is based around that, which also means more money that has to be switching hands. But that's just my opinions. Hopefully you guys followed all my reasoning and my poor logic. But that's just what I believe. There's a chance that you can... Look at that nuclear. I love it. That nuclear is just awesome. I really enjoy getting that nuclear every time. But going back to what I was saying, which one... Whether or not they release MWR as a standalone is yet to be seen. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, one way or the other. If they were smart, they'd keep it only Legacy and Legacy Pro editions, because that would limit the player base on Modern Warfare Remastered for right now, and keep Infinite Warfare the main game, and then force players to buy Infinite Warfare to play MWR down the road. And if they want more money, they would release a full version without the game disc at the end of Infinite Warfare's lifespan. It's just my opinion. That's the smart way to go. That's the best money maker. But so far, everything that they've done logically, they haven't done. They haven't done anything as far as... They made some of the worst business decisions, in my opinion. But which one will I be playing most this year? This Call of Duty year? I think it'll be a mixture. At first, at first glance, when I first played the closed beta last weekend, I didn't know which way I was gonna go. I wasn't used to the game yet. Every game I have to get kind of used to how to play it, and I was kind of still had mixed feelings. But now I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit more, and hopefully hardcore versions are even better, because I do primarily play hardcore. So hopefully it is going to be better. But I was leaning towards Battlefield 1 to be the main game this year, but I think I'm still going to make MWR and Infinite Warfare the main games. If Infinite Warfare was more like Advanced Warfare, I could tell you right now, there was not a chance I was going to play that game. Not a chance. And yes, I would have paid the extra money just to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Personally. But since it's not, I'm not going to make Battlefield the main game. But I will play some games of Battlefield 1. Even though I suck at it, I really do suck at Battlefield 1. It's just not the game for me. For me, I enjoy more fast-paced games. You get kills real quick. You know, you got that action. You feel good about yourself that you just turned on somebody, and I don't know. I just love it. I love the action. There's action in Battlefield 1, but it's not that fast-paced. I like the real fast-paced action. But that's pretty much it for most of my opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I went like 50-1, best KD yet. But this is JRT, and as always, I'll see you next time.